Put it in it. Welcome to another episode of the People's Mic. Yeah, just
jump in.
Yeah, just jump in.
John Donovan.
Mr. John Donovan. How are you, sir?
Pretty good. Pretty solid.
Good.
No work today.
Damn right.
Chilling.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And we did the whole backstory on what you did, but tell them what you do.
Oh, I work in like tech stuff for a big hospital, which I never say my company on anywhere.
Really?
No, because I on my podcast, Slob Nation, I'll kind of hell yeah, man. That's I'm a pro. I'll just say like dumb shit all the time. Like I say so many awful things that are recorded.
I feel like they're too big enough to care.
Yeah,
right?
they have like 20,000 employees or some shit.
Look at you.
But I do like tech-ish stuff for them.
Okay.
So I'm not actually. I don't help anyone.
All right. You like IT?
Yeah.
You need that. You help everyone.
Yeah, man.
If it wasn't you,
I suppose like really
all fall. Who else would do it?
Yeah, that's true.
Fall apart.
Yeah.
You know, everybody can't be a top-notch surgeon, right?
Oh yeah. Well, I could.
Yeah.
I
choose not to.
decided not to. I've decided to take my talents elsewhere.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And you're also a stand-up comedian. How'd you get into comedy?
I don't know. I failed at a lot of other shit. You know what? I used to do music, and then I'd be like, oh, I'm doing like a open mic, and everyone would assume that I was doing a comedy open mic because like I have no musical ability, but I've been a funny person. So like enough people kind of told me I should be doing it.
So it was the opposite of people say, hey, you're funny, and you're like, I want to do music.
Yeah, pretty much, man. Like being funny used to just be like something you were, and now that I do comedy, it's become like a weird competition thing.
Yeah.
Whereas like it used to be just like, oh, like I used to be only confident in the fact that I was a funny person when it didn't matter. Yeah. And now that it matters, I'm never confident that I'm funny.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really weird. It's so unhealthy.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
Where you from?
Westchester.
Westchester,
Yeah.
New York?
Yeah.
And did you go to college out there?
No, I went to college at Fordham.
Okay.
In the Bronx.
Okay, in the Bronx.
Yeah.
That fortress.
Yeah, dude. It's nice gated.
I went to the Philly version of Fordham. Like,
is that Temple?
Like Temple. Temple is like the Philly version, and but it's less. It's a religious school. It's a Catholic.
Yeah, ours is Jesuit.
Jesuit.
Yeah, which is Catholic.
Yeah, and it was the funner Fordham.
Oh yeah.
Like no fence.
Yeah. I guess so. I mean, Fordham is it's pretty much, I don't know. It's like a good mix of fun and like you get a job after it. So
that's the difference.
Yeah. It has like a good like connect to a lot of like city businesses.
Yeah.
So, but sometimes I kind of wish I just went to like Arizona State and fucked
like
for 4 years.
Like college school.
Yeah.
Party school.
Yeah, dude, you just drink and fuck. That's
Yeah. I wanted to go to Miami. I went to Temple, and
dude, Miami would have been so much more fun.
Yeah, but I was judging. I judged my schools off the stupid of who had the best buffet.
Oh, dude, that's
how I picked my college. I was getting full scholarship, so I was like, who has the best buffet? And they didn't have a great buffet. They didn't, and the team sucked. Like as soon as I approached one of the track guys, he was like, "Don't you see me stretching?" He said some bullshit. And I was like, "I don't want to go here." He ruined it. He ruined everything. And then I went to Temple. And Temple was cool. The guys I met, the track team, were like rapping before the track meet and having fun. Nice. Like, come here.
Who did Temple's food?
Do you
know the company?
It
wasn't Sodexo, was it?
No, I don't know.
Sodexo is what Fordham used, and Sodexo also catered prisons.
Wow. I heard about that. I did hear about that.
Yeah, we just had the shittiest fucking food.
It was like level grade F meat, right?
Yeah, man. Like we were ranked like one of the worst food schools in the country when I went there.
Goddamn.
and it was fucking terrible. And so I spent 4 years like shitting three to 5 times a day.
I used to in our cafeteria. It was a buffet, but the football team used to eat in the back cafeteria. So I used to hang out with the football team and eat their food.
Oh,
and
dude,
then they would all
better?
leave. Yeah, it was way better. It's like
they had better food.
They had lobster and real
what
shit.
The fuck,
and they had real like chefs cooking. And,
that's crazy.
I would just chop it up with them, and then they would all leave, and then I would just be in the room with all this food.
Be taking awesome. Lobster out of the garbage.
Oh, we put it in Tupperware.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I used to do that. I used to, because our cafeteria was open from like 8 a.m. to like 7.
Yeah.
And like, there were times where I wanted to eat at like 10 o'clock at night, so I would just take a bunch of their shit and
just go shopping.
Yeah, wrap it in paper towels and put it in my book bag. Yeah, man.
Make sandwiches, make jugs of soda from that. That was college.
Mm-hmm.
You'll never replicate that. That's
no, man.
What's pissing you off right now about this country?
About this country?
Yeah. Do you wake up like
the MTA?
Really? Everybody goes to politics.
No,
Thank
dude.
you.
No, just that I live in such like a just an isolated world of myself.
Yeah.
Like only things that are. It's such a shitty way to be because I don't help anybody ever, but like only things that directly affect me bother me on a daily basis. So just like the subway, or like I don't know, just like a lady leaning up against the pole and her ass keeps bumping into me.
Really?
Like
that
those are the things that get me. Like
really?
I mean, yeah, like sure Trump is bad.
Yeah.
But like, you know, that lady is worse to me than Trump because she's bumping into me right now.
You don't just leave your hand there if her ass if she's cute.
It depends who it is.
Okay.
You know? I'm not going to move the hand in any way. I'm not condoning touching a crowded subway is for unlawful conduct.
But if she...
Jimmy, I don't believe I have to tell you this.
Can I edit that? No, I know how it sounded just now. You don't just grab her ass?
No, certainly not. A crowded subway, you know.
Oh, man.
But yeah, dude, it's just mainly that kind of shit. Or just like living in the city, I'm just... I'm too high strung of a person,
mm-hmm.
so like just the inconveniences of cities just kind of get to me.
Really?
You know? I think I would be a happier person if I could do comedy while living like in the woods.
Really? And just commute from the woods?
Yeah, but then I'd be mad about commuting.
Yeah, it would get worse.
Yeah.
It would get worse.
Yeah.
I wanted to. I used to live in Delaware.
Okay, I've been there.
I tried to figure out ways to commute from Delaware because it was cheap, and New York.
Oh my god, dude, that would be insane.
You know, you can take the Acela. The Acela was like $100, and the 3 ways were Acela, helicopter, and the boat. Yeah, my neighbor had a boat.
Wait, you take a boat from Delaware
to New York. He was
commuting?
Like, yeah, I told him about my idea. He was like, I would take you just once just to see the trip.
Oh, dude, that commute would be 8 hours long.
Really? He said 3.
By boat?
By boat.
Boats only go at like 40 miles an hour.
No, his goes pretty quick.
Really?
Yeah.
So you're going to go on a speedboat every day at 70 miles an hour from Delaware to...
I want to do it once just to see.
It would... Dude, that's a long trip, man. One time I was on a boat and we went to upstate New York. And it was like an overnight trip. Like
really?
we boated for a long time and then we parked or docked.
What kind of boat? Was it just like a sailboat?
No, it was like a motor boat or whatever. And
that's ridiculous.
That's a long way. Yeah. Dude, you couldn't commute.
Really?
Well, that would be hilarious if your commute
just say,
was by
I'm taking my boat.
Yeah, that'd be hilarious.
One day.
Yeah, instead of checking traffic, you're checking like the stars. You have like a nautical
This
compass.
technology. This good technology now.
Yeah. See how choppy those waves are.
Yeah, wait till I get my drone. I take a drone and...
Oh, dude, that'd be sick.
Just flying back and forth. It's coming.
A drone is in like just something big enough to carry you, like a seat.
Yeah. Something nice and simple. They could just...
Yeah, that'd be tight.
It's not a, what do they call it, like jetpack?
Okay.
I think we're going to have better stuff than like...
Well, they have those now.
Yeah. They have the regular
jetpacks.
jetpacks.
Yeah.
But it's going to be... I think it's going to be dope. I think the future is going to be pretty cool.
Yeah, I would love a water jetpack. Have you seen the water jetpacks?
That you float over?
Yeah, it's like it shoots water out of it,
Yeah,
and then
I've
it just
those.
keeps you... That seems safer to me than the regular jetpack.
Yeah. It's water, but it's still attached to the boat, so you can only go as far as the boat goes.
Yeah. But if I had a jetpack, I'd be like pissed that like, oh, the water doesn't shoot fast enough. You know what I mean? Like,
and let that stop. You're just in water. You know.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, jetpack too. I mean, maybe there's a parachute next to it. But I need that. I want to fly. I just want to fly, and like I see all these guys. The way technology is, like everybody has their electric bikes.
Oh yeah.
Their electric skateboards.
I see a lot of the electric skateboards go around. Those are pretty sick.
Yeah. Ever since who's Casey Neistat that started those?
Yeah.
He was a YouTuber.
Okay, I don't even know who that is.
Yeah, he's a YouTube. Get on your YouTube game.
Okay.
Everything.
I was gonna say I'm too old, but that's not an excuse.
No, he's older than us. I think he's like 42.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's a cool dude. He had like the booster board. Now everybody has a booster board and his helmets and stuff. But it was like you put one of those on your back and just fly. That's all.
I miss the days where we used to call like these people fucking nerds.
Yeah.
That's what.
Yeah, and they're the cool kids now.
Yeah,
you know, you guys. You're
not
one of them.
I think I'm like
in the middle.
I think I'm right in the middle. I'm like.
Did you bully? Were you a bully?
No, but there was bullying surrounding me. I was like, I tried to blend in so much that I didn't have the status to bully.
Yeah.
But I made sure that I wasn't like target number one.
Yeah.
You know, so I would always make sure I was a little bit ahead of the people that would fall into that category.
Yeah.
But yeah, these goddamn millennials.
Yeah. And now they're the cool kids. They're the kids. Like if they didn't have this, they would have just been the bullies of
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm a millennial. I think millennial is anyone that's like 30 to. I think it's way bigger. It's like 20. Yeah, like X, 24 to like or 25 to like 35 or some shit.
Maybe, yeah.
And then the next generation is like the
Z,
the internet people.
Yeah.
Like
that's
they do everything on the internet.
That's bizarre. I see these babies. I'm like, this is crazy.
Babies on the iPads. That's terrible.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Mm-hmm. It was like, and I saw a kid who was crying, and mom just gave him her iPad.
Yeah,
shut up.
That's so fucked up because I know how like looking at a phone makes me feel.
Yeah.
And like it's not good.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. When
like,
you did that posh. Yeah.
The endless Facebook scroll.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where you're
and that's all they do.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like you're taking in all this information, but also like not taking it in.
Yeah.
So it's just stimuli.
Yeah. Does it make them smarter, even though they look smarter?
No, I think it makes them probably anxiety ridden.
Wow.
That's what I bet.
Wow.
That it's gonna be like, cause you ever like meditate?
Yeah.
So you know how like after, say if you haven't meditated in a while. And then you do it, you can just kind of have joy in like simple, like I'm just here, like I'm just enjoying sitting here.
Yeah.
But the more that you use your phone, the more that simple things are just like not enough to stimulate you. So like I find when I'm like flicking through my phone for an hour, just like scrolling through Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever, I'm just nothing satisfies me. Like I sit down and I can't focus on a movie because I'm like, this movie's good, but I could be watching this movie and a podcast and looking at Facebook all at the same time.
Yeah. And
like, but then you're taking nothing. So you're not craving information or learning from your phone. You're just craving stimulus.
Yeah.
And it's just, it's got to be terrible for you.
Yeah. Hey, we'll see how it affects people in like another 10 years.
Yeah.
Which
can't be good.
How we were talking earlier about your diet.
Oh yeah, it's not that
good. Do you work out at all?
No, I used to, but I was never.
Did you do any sports? College, high school?
Yeah, I mean, I used to. In high school, I played baseball and I ran cross country. Mm-hmm. So like, I was pretty active and like, I mean, I wasn't like a great athlete, but you know, I was not like a totally athletically inept. And then I think I worked out a little bit at like maybe like post college. I got into working out,
Really?
And and then I had such a shitty stomach, so like I would try to eat enough, and then I would just kind of feel terrible. So then
because of what you ate.
Yeah, like I think just eating a lot makes me feel shitty.
Yeah.
So I kind of have to
feel full or feel.
No, just bad, just like bloated. Just like even when I think that's because I was eating like weight gaining shakes and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm always trying to. I used to
monohydrates get you gassy.
Yeah, probably. I was always trying to gain weight because I'm so skinny.
Yeah.
But now I don't really care. Yeah, I think as I've gotten older, I'm like, this is it. This is my body.
You accepted it.
Yeah, kinda.
You still in your 30s, right? How old are you?
I'm 27.
You shut the fuck
Yeah.
up. Shut the.
Well, that's scary because I'm already talking about how awful I physically feel all the time, and you're like, I got 3 hours of sleep to keep going.
Yeah.
Like you're physically 18 and I'm physically
Holy
40.
Shit. Yeah, and I don't feel like I'll pass a mirror and I'm like, I don't feel like that guy. Like I feel like I'm blazing, you know?
Yeah, I don't feel like that at all, man. You're gonna live longer than I will.
We'll see. I don't. How do you approach comedy?
You got to be really. I think the trick to doing comedy is be really negative towards yourself and really hate yourself and be jealous of others. That's what I'd recommend.
Hate everybody.
Yeah, because that's what everybody does anyway.
Yeah.
So I figure, why try to change?
Hate jealousy, and negativity is the title of this. This episode.
Yeah, that's the trick to becoming a great comic. I don't know. I think if I just focus, I think the trick to getting better at comedy is to focus on your material.
Yeah.
And anytime that I worry about stuff other than material, I enjoy comedy less. And when I enjoy comedy less, I'm less likely to be funny.
Wow.
So like I just have open mic sets where I'm just like worried about other shit, and like I'm just not worried about like actually doing comedy. And then I tend to like mail in open mic sets. I'm never gonna mail in a show because like no matter what, if it's real audience members, I'm always gonna like try really hard.
Absolutely.
But then there's open mics can just kind of grind at you. So I think what I try to do, and sometimes it's unsuccessful, is just always be working on new shit and always like write.
Yeah.
And I'm like a more written comic than a lot of other comics.
Yeah, absolutely.
So like I just have have written jokes, that could, a lot of my jokes are probably, you could read them and they'd be funny. Yeah. I'm not like a crazy energy performer, which, I'd like to do more of at some point.
Big act out soon.
Yeah, I don't really do too many like big, which is probably just because I'm still learning how to do comedy. Yeah. I've only been doing it like 3 years. So there's no, you don't know what you are yet. Yeah. It might take years before you figure out what you're doing.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I guess my trick is just fucking focus on your material and write a lot.
What, who are your influences?
I don't know. I mean, fucking, like, I have a lot of influences that I'm nothing like. You know what I mean? Like,
when you first started, did you find that you started sounding like the people that you liked?
I tried to, and I failed a lot. Yeah. Like, if I was a big Seinfeld fan, I would have been much better off, but I was a big Louis fan. So, like, I was trying to, like, I think I wasted a solid, like, 8 months of stand-up just, like, trying to sound like Louis and, like, have, like, interesting philosophical thoughts. Yeah. And Louis hides his punchlines so well that sometimes, like, the punchlines aren't obvious. So if you're, like, just a person listening, you think you could go up and point at how crazy life is and get laughs. Yeah. And you totally can't. So for like months, I was just trying to like do what Louis C.K. does, and like what I should have been doing is trying to do what Jerry Seinfeld does, that way I could build joke writing ability.
Yeah.
Or, you know, or just, I don't know, some people just start off doing what they do, which is insane to me.
Yeah. Just tell your story.
Yeah, they're just like immediately unique.
Yeah.
Which is fucking crazy to me.
Really?
That's so hard. I feel like that takes like years to figure out, is like your unique stage presence, and to see like people like Casertano, like who was like immediately like a unique performer.
Yeah.
Or, you know, he found it within a couple of years.
He found his quick.
And that's
dope.
That's crazy. So I just sat there trying to be Louis for like a year and not doing what I thought was funny.
Yeah.
Kinda. And then as I started trying to do shit that like stop thinking like other comics, or like oh, this is what stand-up comics would say. Mm-hmm. Just do what you think is funny. And so I've kind of been more like, I'm kind of more on the like Mark Normandy, but then ultimately more like John Mulaney kind of track of just like good jokes and, you know, just great writing.
Yeah, I like telling the story. I like going from the premise and putting your emotion to it, and then like I'm not a great writer at all, but I like finding the funny in the premise.
Yeah,
and then letting it evolve. Hey, what's up, brother? Good. And then which produces more Phil than I. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Very good.
Yeah. That's definitely true. I feel like that some of the best jokes though are just like you see Patton Oswalt's special.
Yeah. And it was good. The last one was pretty damn good. Mm-hmm. Surprisingly.
And like he didn't. I'm sure he didn't start half of those jokes with like a joke. He started it with just the premise of like half of it's about his wife dying. Yeah. So there's nothing funny in that premise, but he found bits in the premise.
Moments.
Yeah, which is so hard. That's impressive.
And all of those were just moments that he experienced.
Yeah, exactly. So that's I think that's where some of the best shit comes from. It's just harder to do a lot. Yeah. But when it works, it works. Are you dating now? Am I dating? Yeah, I've had a girlfriend for like coming up on 8 months.
8 months. And she's comedy?
No, definitely not.
You say no comedy, no comedians?
I mean, I wouldn't like. I don't know. I'm very happy dating the person I'm dating. And if she was a comic, I wouldn't break up with her. So I would say no. I mean, I wouldn't be totally. I would say if you're trying to date a comic, you should treat it like dating someone you work with. Yeah. And like that could be messy. Yeah. So
how does she feel about you doing comedy?
I mean, she hasn't known me when I wasn't doing comedy.
Oh, nice.
So like, I mean, it's kind of built into what I am at this point, at least to her, because you know I've always done this as far as she's concerned. So I don't know, but it's hard because you gotta juggle like spending time with your girlfriend plus comedy plus your job plus if you want to have some sort of life outside of those. It's just there's never. That's why you talk about like working out and shit. But like when am I gonna? I can't just like schedule time with a girlfriend for 1 hour on Tuesday. You know what I mean? Like you gotta spend significant time together. Yeah. So it's just it makes it harder, but you have to kind of. I'm willing to sacrifice.
You live together?
No, but. I don't know. I would just say I'm willing to sacrifice like an open mic or two to spend time with her because that's the only way it's going to work. Yeah. So I guess with a comic you wouldn't have to do that. You could just be like, let's go to Otto's together. Yeah. But
you do it together.
Yeah.
Hi, you're a comic?
No, my boyfriend is.
Oh, so I'm about to put you in the seat. So
we've been dating for like 4 years and I'm an actor, and he was an actor. We met in class, but his avenue was always comedy. So. Yeah.
What's your name?
Amira.
Amira, nice. Yeah. And so was he a comedian when you met?
No, but he always wanted to do this.
Do comedy?
Yeah.
And you're okay with that now?
Yeah.
And
I try to go to as many open mics as I can.
Holy cow!
I tell my girlfriend to not come to open mics.
Absolutely not.
It's where I'm at my worst. Always.
Yeah. It's like therapy. It's like sitting in a therapy session.
Yeah. Yeah, this is like, open mics, you need to do them, but fuck.
Yeah.
They're not fun to watch a lot of times, you know?
Yeah.
Usually.
No, especially when I would bring my my ex, and then she would laugh harder at somebody else. I was like, this is going to be over. This is not going to work. There's no way.
Yeah. Yeah, man. That's I had a couple friends show up to an open mic recently at the stand. They just showed up. I was like, yeah, I'll meet up with you guys afterwards. I'm just doing a mic here. And then like 4 of them came to the open mic and like sat and they watched me and like 2 other people, and then they were like, we got to get the fuck out of here. This is a nightmare. Yeah, it's shit's depressing.
People on the outside don't understand why we would do this, you know?
Yeah, well, they think of this.
Yeah, see? Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, they think of open mics as like a show. Like, they don't see the difference.
Yeah.
Between which is fair, because with other open mics it is kind of a show. Just non-comedy open mics. You ever go to like a music one?
Open mics, yeah.
Oh, they're so happy.
Absolutely.
Man. Everyone's
they
enjoying.
Bring friends, they're drinking, having a good time.
Everyone's supporting the guy playing Wonderwall, and then they support the girl that follows him also playing Wonderwall. And they're all still like happy to be doing it, which is great. And then at a comedy open mic, you have like some guy who's been doing it 7 years and still had an open mic, and it's like, these fucking kids.
They'll be here in a minute.
Yeah. Some of them are really fun though. I don't know.
No.
Depends. It all depends.
Yeah. I like just going to different rooms. You know. It helps. What's your favorite word?
Favorite word?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's kelp. That's a good word.
You know what that is?
Kelp.
Yeah, good job.
It's like a nautical term. Kelp, right? Kelp? I don't know. I'm just looking around the room at like the sea shanty. Sea shanty, that's a good
shanty?
one.
Yeah. Say that during sex?
Yeah.
I like your shanty.
When would you fit that in?
What's your favorite word during sex?
During sex?
Kelp down here.
Yeah, kelp again, man. What's the shit called that's on the underside of boats? Do you know what I'm talking about? Barnacles. Barnacles, that's a good one. Yeah, I don't know.
You should yell that when you come. Barnacles.
Barnacles. Only when it's by accident. Barnacles.
If you weren't doing comedy, what other profession would you like to try?
I don't know, man. I mean, I can't do music because I don't have the talent.
Really?
And that sounds fun. Yeah, I mean, music.
But you did it.
Yeah, you could do it, but profession.
Okay.
Profession. Like, can you do it professionally? Yeah. Honestly, there's not much else. If I had other things that were easier that I'd like to do, I would do them. You know, because comedy is so hard. But unfortunately, this is kind of all I want to do. So I'm either So I kind of have to do this, or kind of be miserable.
That's it.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, either this or I'd be just keep doing the hospital shit, and I don't know. Maybe I could find something I don't like less.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't really want to do anything else, I guess.
No, it's like my favorite documentary was the Joan Rivers documentary, when she showed her calendar, and she was like, at the beginning you put red X's on the dates you get, and then you get more red X's, and then towards the end it's just less red X's, and that's all it is. You know? Just put as many dates on the calendar, and do it for as long as you can.
Yep.
And I was like, it's true. It's true.
Yeah.
You know?
The tough part's getting the red X's.
The red X's.
You know what I mean? That's the hardest thing, especially in New York City. It's just getting those shows and shit. And
then Kevin Hart, on the other hand, he was like, you create your red X's. So you know, you create your own destiny until you can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
You know?
That guy, he's probably the most driven human being on the planet. Yeah. Him and like The Rock.
The Rock is awesome.
Are the same kind of dude.
Yeah.
And that they don't seem human to me. Like they never like they never feel like the need to just like fucking watch House Hunters for an hour.
No.
You know what I mean?
If
like,
they do, it's while they're moving. You know?
Yeah, exactly. I feel like I need a little House Hunters time.
Really?
I've never actually watched
show?
House Hunters, but yeah, I just need like truly bullshit.
House Hunters.
Yeah, man. I just need time to like chill for a minute, or else I go crazy.
Yeah, I watch The Walking Dead, but it's always on a screen as I'm writing something else.
Yeah,
I have to be doing something, and like I just can't just sit there and watch something.
Yeah, I feel like if I think about comedy so much and so often, it's not a useful way of thinking about comedy.
No.
Like it's a lot of like worrying about how to get something or what to do.
Yeah.
So I think like I shouldn't be spending. I should be spending my time smarter as opposed to more.
Yeah.
So like I don't need to stay up from 12 to 2 worrying about doing comedy. I should just be like, all right, on these days I'm doing these open mics, and these days I have shows, and these days, I don't have anything. I could do an open mic, or I could hang out at Stand Up New York, and like without dwelling on like not being able to do something, I could just like try to be present and just like do what I can do. Mm-hmm. And that's I don't know, this is my meditation app speaking. But that's what I'm trying to do. So
I feel like comedy is like anything that you want. Is that if you ignore it, is when
you'll get it.
You'll get it. You know?
Yeah.
You do more other things, and you gain experiences.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah.
And that's what I find.
Yeah, especially like I mean I'm 27, and so like I don't have a ton of like lived experience. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So like I can't just I started at 24. The earlier you start, like the less you have to talk about. Mm-hmm. So like I don't know how people that are 21 fucking think of anything to talk about. Like what are you going to talk about? But
you still have those experiences. You still have your truth, and that's kind of why they're funnier, because they're just being honest.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And then other guys, we're like we have that not fear, but
awareness.
Oh yeah, maybe aware that maybe there's certain things we shouldn't be honest about.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
I think that's probably comes with life experience.
Yeah.
You have more it's easier to be more critical of yourself.
Yeah.
Like you said, aware.
Yeah.
Rather than when you're 21.
21, yeah.
Yeah.
21, you have less of a filter, maybe?
That could be it.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know there's some shit that I'm just not gonna like. There's stuff that I think about that I won't ever say into a microphone. At least while like certain people are alive. Yeah. You know. So like.
And that's probably your golden material.
Yeah. If I was 18, I'd be like, fuck them.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, being an actual human being.
And that's the difference.
Which 18-year-olds are not.
They don't care.
Yeah. So yeah, maybe it goes both ways. I guess the older you get, the more shit you have to talk about, and then the younger you are, the less of a filter.
Yeah, the less you care.
Yeah.
Because some of these guys, they just say whatever, and it's like, what are you talking about? But this is truth, you know.
Yeah, man. And but sometimes but it could go two ways in that they'll speak their truth, but their truth is like the high school cafeteria's food stinks. Mm-hmm. And then everyone,
but it's the way they say it, though. It's the way they say it. Sometimes, because it may not be anything that deep, but like somebody had a bit about this kid talking about homework for 5 minutes, and he was crushing.
Oh shit!
You know?
Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah. That's impressive to make homework funny to a bunch of like 35-year-old audience members.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Yeah.
It's the art of storytelling.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just telling you know.
Yeah.
Your voice. You guys got questions? Our audience of 2, killing right now.
How long have you been doing it? Been doing stand-up?
I've been doing it for like 3 years or so. Maybe pretty much 3 years. That's it. It stinks the further you're along.
Yeah.
And
really?
then Yeah, I still wish I was at like 1 year. Because then you're like, oh, I got so much.
I just want to get to 10, but in my head it's like, yeah, it's 10 years, but that's how. But I also look at how old I'm going to be at that time.
Oh yeah,
which hurts even more. And I'm like,
Yep.
oh.
Yeah.
And
I think because it seems like everybody like all the comics that like kind of get big roles or whatever in acting and shit. It's always like a 25-year-old kid. And it's like, how the fuck do you even do this that well? Like, when did you start?
Yeah.
How did you like Pete Davidson? How the fuck?
Pete Davidson.
How do you do that? It's crazy to me.
Kevin Hart got his when he was 23.
Yeah.
You know?
What was Kevin Hart on? He was on.
He was Soul Plane and
No, but like before when he like got his break.
For a long time
Yeah.
before that.
he was doing.
What was his break?
Scary movies. He was always
Was he?
That was about the
Scary
same
movies?
time.
Yeah, right.
The same time.
Because those movies came out
Because
like
he did like
12 years ago.
cameos in those.
Yeah.
After he got Scary Movie 3, I think.
Yeah.
And then he did Paper Soldiers was a big one that was bootlegged.
What's Paper Soldiers?
Paper Soldiers was the fake story between the beef between Jay-Z and Dame Dash.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was like this hood thing, and that's how the hood found out about Kevin.
Yeah.
But then he did Soul Plane and everything else came.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, he was 23 when he did that, and then
That's crazy.
Big House, the Big House, it was on ABC.
Would you be able to handle that kind of like success at 23 though? Like I wouldn't be able to do that. That's like a special kind of person.
So. I had like a glimpse of it. I was on what's it called? I went on an audition.
House Hunters.
No, yeah, right. I went on the audition for Clockers, the Spike Lee movie, and it was me and Mekhi Phifer.
Oh shit!
And they picked him because he was older, and I was like, I don't think I could have. Like, if I would have got it, and you know, I was a track star at the time. I was one of the fastest kids in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
I was like, you couldn't tell me anything. So no, I didn't need that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
Shit, man. Yeah. But I gotta say though, like, you probably need a bit of that.
Yeah.
To handle success, like you have to.
You need the transition.
Yeah.
You need little things to build up.
Yeah. But also, like, if you had success in other fields, like in athletics, it would probably help you handle, like, you've had success before. Yeah. Whereas, like, if I got a movie at 23, like, I wasn't excelling at really anything. Okay. So I would be like, what the fuck am I supposed to even do with this? Yeah. You know? Yeah.
Outright without the work.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be weird.
Yeah, I was used to being in front of crowds and stuff. That was nothing. That's what I've been doing that since I was like 6. I think it was my first track meet. Yeah. And I was like, I need to be in front of people.
How fast can you? What was your thing?
I was 200, 400. So I was pretty. Okay. I was 400. I ran about 45 high, 46 low.
Okay. So I'm sure that number's
45
impressive.
seconds.
Yeah. I'm sure that's really good.
So if it takes you, say, average person takes about 60 seconds to get around a track.
Yeah.
Like a 4-minute mile was impressive.
How fast could you do a mile? You were a sprinter though?
No, my mile.
So at that pace, that's like a 3-minute mile. Yeah. You wouldn't be able to get that up.
No.
Your mile sucks, but it's still like probably like 5 minutes.
5, yeah.
Jesus.
About a low 5.
Nobody runs a 5-minute mile and is like, my mile sucks. That's insane. Yeah. I ran in high school and I ran like distance and my mile was never better than like 5. If I ran just a mile, I could do it in like 5:50, 5:40, something like that. So, fuck you. Yeah. That's crazy.
We were trying to break our school mile record at our, when they do the strength test for the kids. Yeah. Yeah, we tried to do that at the strength test. It wasn't even a track meet, but people still came to watch. It was a big deal.
Yeah.
I didn't do it. One of the cross country kids did, but it came damn close. It was dope.
Yeah,
you guys are in a relationship. Adorable. We were talking about your relationship. What was your name? Zach, how are you, Zach?
Doing good.
And she said you should quit comedy. So no, I'm just kidding.
Give me a trophy.
Yeah, thank you for coming. This is the podcast before the mic. This is John Donovan on the podcast.
Yo.
I only got goofy questions. Cause Rabbit, are you on social media?
Yeah.
Well, what are you on?
I'm at what's my handle? At Donovan, JOHNUHVAN, at Twitter and Instagram, and then I have a Facebook page.
Are you a YouTuber? You a big YouTube guy?
No, I've never done anything on YouTube. I've never made any sketches or some shit. Mm-hmm. I've written a couple and then never did anything with them. So if you want me to talk to you about them, you can find me. I'll just read you a screenplay. Yeah.
You should just do that as they post it to YouTube. Just John reads screenplays.
Yeah. Follow me on Twitter. I have a good Twitter.
Do you?
Yeah, that's the only thing I really post on. I've been trying to build it up, so I'm still only at like 380 people following me or something like that, which is nothing for actual Twitter. So I'm trying to build that shit up.
And Instagram?
It's the same shit as Twitter, same handle. I barely post there, but whatever. Follow me. I don't have a website.
Terrible.
Actually, I made. What's up? I made a website called uwaa.com, and it's now defunct.
Nice.
But I think if you Google it, someone archived it.
Nice.
So it's not going to help my career in any way.
That's awesome. Well, give it up for John Donovan. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Right. This is the People's Mic. You can find us on iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Plus, YouTube, and Twitch. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, we'll be on Twitch soon. I think. I don't know.
For the gamers out there.
For gamers out there. I'm trying to get all right. Thank you very much. Give it up for yourselves. Enjoy.